The C8 Z06 did exactly what Ford could have done with the Ford GT. See, it has a flat plane,
which has the highest horsepower flat plane crank V8 or V8 period in the game right now.
but the influential of having that sports car and having it a complete thought, nobody questioned the powertrain. Nobody sat there and thought it was an underdog. Nobody sat there and had to technically, yeah, for flat plane crank V8, well, it can actually do this. We know what a flat plane crank does because we've seen it in the Mustang. We mentioned the Mustang so many times. The only time we mentioned the even the Ford GT was when we were talking about, oh, it is technically a competitor, but not, not a roaring V8 that the Mustang also has. The Mustang has its own engine, which is the Voodoo motor. This vehicle right here, which is obviously not the Z06, the Z06 did exactly what Ford could have done. I'm so happy that Chevrolet did it. I'm so happy that they put themselves out there. At first, I was a little bit nervous, like, okay, I don't know if somebody's going to pick up an American sports car, but that's a whole. Just look at here. Look at this. Okay, the Ford GT, mid-engine, sports car, EcoBoost engine. That's the underdog of things. It's technically fast. It's just the issue was with this whole vehicle right here. It wasn't the fact that even though it has the high output V6, it could technically could go up to speed. It's just the fact that the Mustang carried a lot of powertrains, including the Voodoo motor, which is a flat plane V8, which I'm going to mention because Ford has it available. The flat plane V8, the 5.2 liter V8, could have sat right in there. It could have went right in. It could have said, the Voodoo. It could have said the V8 and everything, and boom, no EcoBoost. So I don't want to hear nobody in my comment section talk about, oh, well, you're just traditionalist. No, see, I'm not gonna have a company hinder itself in theory, because I understand that Ford took an expense to build a sports car. I'm not harping on Ford because it's a decision that they made. I wish that they did better with their decision that they've made. I remember when this car came out, a lot of people jump straight to the fence. Well, it's EcoBoost. It can do. It's fast. Well, it's the high output version, and well, it's not the one F-150. It's not the one Raptor. It's faster than that. It has, and people were so quick to passive, and I feel like it's passive trolling. I felt like obviously the question was in the air. It's just that the question was instantly answered without even the question even being asked in a mass way. Or there was some people commenting, "What the fuck, Ford?" But no journalist came out here and really said, "Hey, Ford, what the fuck is this? Really, this V6 is out of here?" And not because it's a V6. I'm not about to sit here like an old school ass grungy adult. No, I knew that Ford could have done a lot better. Ford could have done a lot with this car. The Mustang had the Voodoo engine, supercharged engine that could have fit right into that vehicle. It could have completed the whole entire idea. This could have been a lower option, and the Mustang could have had the Voodoo engine to sit right up in the Ford GT, and it could have been the other option, but it didn't. So we all knew that Ford could have done a better job. It could have done exactly what the C8 Corvette has done. But the fact that they did not, and they sat there, it was like, oh, the EcoBoost is just enough. But it hurt a lot of us audiences. It hurt a lot of, and I understand that journalists couldn't really talk about it because they obviously had to stay on the company's good side because obviously they have to do videos, they have to do things to make the money and things of that sort. So they have to stay on the good side and sell the engine or powertrain of the entire car. It was just that we knew deep down inside in the comment section that the 4GT could have done a lot better, and the fact that Ford did it stung a lot. If you guys have anything else, any comments, suggestions, anything, post it down below. But definitely my mind is sold on that idea. Gotta go from there. But I'd like to hear you guys' thoughts. And